Today, we're gonna try and see how much power we can stuff into an ITX build. So I guess I'll just unbox this thing as I talk. I mean, get two birds with one stone. But essentially, what I got is a bunch of spare parts lying around that I gotta do something with them. And I also need to make a test bench for Rocket Lake. So I'm like, hey, I might as well do a build with it, get some nice content going, and let's see what we can do with ITX, right? All products and the links in the description below. If you want to support the channel, use those links to buy all this cool stuff. Okay, so pretty much a supporter sent me an 11900K Rocket Lake CPU, and it's kind of just been sitting there. So I figured, hey, that would be a really good living room PC, like an Xbox, right? And my reasoning behind that train of thought is you don't really, ow, it just zapped the shit out of me. Did you hear that? Now my reasoning is here. I'm not gonna really be playing battle royales on a TV, right? So I don't need the 10900K, I don't need the 10 cores, right? But Rocket Lake has PCIe Gen 4, CPU lanes to the NVMe, fast load times, things that are good for single player games. VR, right? Things like that, things that don't need a lot of cores. So I figure I'll use the Rocket Lake CPU and make a living room PC. Also, kind of a glass half full type of thinking with Rocket Lake. Because Gear 1 on the memory speed is so low, caps out about 3600, 3700, you can get away with using very low voltage on your memory, which means no heat buildup, no instability problems, right? Hey, why not? So we're building in an NR200, and this is really nice. It's not the smallest case in the world, right? It's not the tiniest case, but maybe, man, this is really nice. This would look great on my my TV console, right? I might have to read the instructions on this one because at first glance, I can't really see where the hell everything is supposed to go. Who am I kidding? Real men don't read instructions. But I can at least tell where the motherboard goes. For the motherboard, we are using the current best motherboard that you can buy on Intel as at the time of this recording. The Z590i Unify. Probably used like 5 of these motherboards. I probably used this motherboard in like 5 different builds already. It's just incredible. We got 2x16 B-die, we got the 11900K, and in here we got the Samsung 980 Pro. Also currently the fastest Gen 4 drive you can buy as of the time of this recording. So you can kind of see all the pieces already lining up to the ultimate living room PC. For the power supply, we're going to be using the Cooler Master, I don't know what model it is. It's the SFX 850 watt. It's not like a Cooler Master sponsored build or anything. It's just this is literally the cheapest SFX 850 watt power supply you can buy. And it works well. So like cheaper the better is always good in my opinion. Look how cute that thing is. It's so cute.
Ah, that's cute.
Now for the graphics card, we're going to be using the 3090 here, and trying to fit this thing in here is going to be a huge problem. So it's not going to fit like this horizontally because the top part sticks out, and it sticks out when you vertical do it as well. So it literally right here sticks right out the top. So I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit. I might just have to cut out a slit up here, just have it stick out, and just whatever it is, right? That's also going to impede my radiator placement. So trying to fit a 3090 in a ITX build is never going to be easy. Okay, so I got the first radiator on the bottom bracket here. This one's going, yeah, on the bottom. This is going to be the thicker of the radiator because there's more space down there. I'll show you in a sec. These are Scythe 120mm slim ones. They're pretty much just Noctua knockoffs. They work really well and they're much cheaper. So yeah, I'll link these down below too. But So this is gonna be the bottom bracket.
One eternity later.
Okay, scratch everything that I just said. Nothing fits. Vertical doesn't fit, horizontal doesn't fit, the radiator placements don't fit, nothing fits. What I ended up doing was I pulled out this 3090 Strix with an EK block out, and this one might fit. Now, let me show you why. The thickness of the EK block is half an inch thinner than the Bixby block over here. I'm gonna show you why that's important just coming up here, but this is where we are right now. There we go, see? That half inch was the difference between the graphics card fitting and not fitting. See, this is the radiator, here are the fans. Now, what that does for airflow, I'm not gonna worry about it because I'll have another radiator, but this is literally the only way I could get this to fit in here properly. And it's still gonna stick out of the case, so whatever. Honestly, this is the most complicated build I've ever done. I can't even show you the step-by-steps that I did because there's too much random shit. Like, and this is the build, okay? I can't even show you the lines. This is like the pump over here, goes like this into the GPU. Little line over here goes into the MP5 works. Back into the reservoir over here, like both lines. And then this radiator here goes in like this. And like this. And with that closed, there's like not even a millimeter of space left in this thing. Like, maybe I might be able to fit some fans on top here, maybe to exhaust out the top, but other than that, man, this is the most cramped shit. This by no means is the case's fault either. It's a really well-designed case, lots of space. I just don't think an ITX build was designed to shove a 3090 with 2 radiators in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too ambitious here. Okay, here's the PC on my nightstand here. Looks really good, fits nicely, really small. Now, before we continue, we got one more thing to deal with. Got a little baby shield here. Why do I have a shield, you ask? Because LG TVs, in all of their wisdom, don't have the Crunchyroll app on their store. So if you want to watch anime, you have to get a damn shield or a fire stick. Anyway, we have to deal with this thing sticking out. So we're gonna have to cut a hole. And let's go. That worked out perfectly. I didn't even have to cut off the mesh. I just kind of poked it through, but that worked out perfectly. 3090, 11900K, 2 radiators, ITX. So check that out. It doesn't even poke out. It doesn't even poke. It's perfect. That's the size, actually, that's the size comparison with my O11D XL. So maybe like 1/3 the size. And here it is beside my O11D Mini, my recording PC. So maybe about half the size of this thing in total liter volume. But if you are gonna build this the way that I built it, it looks like you have to use an EK water block to make that fit. Okay, so you can see that I've been mining for about an hour now, and she runs pretty toasty. 56 Celsius on a water-cooled 3090 is not the best temperature, right? And I can actually just like feel the heat coming off this thing. It might help when I get some exhaust fans. I don't have any more slim fans, but when I get 2 more exhaust fans here, that might help a little bit. But when you're building an ITX build such as this, you can't just let the components YOLO as they want to YOLO, right? You have to go through and undervolt and curve optimized every single component for how much heat, what's the word, thermal capacity of the case, right? We're not going to do any benchmarks today, I ran out of time, but maybe tomorrow on Twitch we'll curve optimize and undervolt this thing together because it takes a long time to get it just perfect, right? So that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys on Twitch tomorrow. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button, do all that YouTube SEO stuff, like, share, comment down below about ITX builds. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when we optimize this thing from start to finish. Talk to you later.